In this video, I'm going to show you what are the different kinds of screen protectors that we have available right now, why are they priced differently, or if buying a crazy expensive screen protector means something, or is it just a gimmick to take away your money. All in all, we are going to test a lot of screen protectors, so stick to the video till the end, watch it. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, and if you like the video, share it and like it as well. Without wasting any time now, let's get started. So this right here, we have 4 phones. Yeah, we have 3 phones, but assume this is also a phone because inside this we have screen protectors. So basically 4 different kinds of screen protectors. The first one is a Redmi Note 10 Pro. This one has the official screen protector which comes with it, which is a plastic one. Then this is the second screen protector that I have. It's a normal tempered glass and you can pretty much see the scratches on it. This costed me around $2 for this tempered glass. This is a glass based tempered glass, so basically $10 and you get a tempered glass which is made from glass and tells a lot of things like 9-edge protection, impact proof, smudge proof and all those things. We're gonna see how much of that is true, but this device is Redmi Note 4. Classic, huh? Then the third device that I have here is a K20 Pro, and this K20 Pro has a matte screen protector on it. So basically you can see that it's minimizing the reflection, and this is not made from a glass, this is not even a plastic, it's right in between the sweet spot of these two things. And it's often known as something that gives a bit more impact protection than a normal typical glass or a plastic screen protector. But we are gonna see what this screen protector is gonna do, and the cost of this is around $4. And then the final one, which is this most expensive of these all, I have 2 of glazed tempered glass, and these 2 glass costs a fortune. Like this one right here is gonna cost you around $10-11, and this one's gonna cost you around $14. So the first test that we are gonna do is a smudge proof test. Right now I have a Redmi Note 10 Pro, and the screen protector on it is the basic one which comes pre-applied on it. It's a plastic based screen protector, and I'm going to show you exactly why this thing is not even considered as a screen protector. For the smudge test, what I'm going to do is wet my fingers and apply some sort of mixture between water as well as oil, so that it can mimic the behavior of fingers that are dirty. And then I'm just going to use my phone and touch it and see how much of that this screen protector is capable of resisting. So this is typical screen protector which is completely plastic, and right away you can see the screen protector literally turned out to be full with fingerprints and smudges, and it just looks super bad. Like this is not the type of phone that you would like to touch if this belonged to someone else. So basically in smudge test, this plastic screen protector fails, and the cost of this is literally free, I think. For the next phone, we have a Redmi Note 4, and the type of screen protector on it is a tempered glass, a cheap tempered glass that would cost you around $3. And for $3 you can buy yourself a tempered glass which is said to be of glass. You can already see it's not going to give you much of a scratch protection. It's gonna get scratched easily, but let's see how good it will do for the smudge test. So I'm gonna make my fingers again wet and gonna apply some oil on it, and let's see what's it capable of. Right now you don't see much fingerprints at all, but if I use my phone now and I keep smudging it with the fingerprints, let's see how much resistant it would be, and if it's gonna be any better than the plastic one that we saw earlier. And now if I show you here, you'll be able to see some smudges all across the screen. Like this whole screen has my fingers on it, and it also is exactly the same as that plastic one. But right now if you can see, every fingerprint is captured on it. So this tempered glass, $2-3 tempered glass, also fails the smudge test pretty badly. Now for the next test, I have my K20 Pro, which has the screen protector on it, which is my personal favorite. Now this is a matte screen protector, and one of the reasons why I like it because it reduces the reflection as well as the fingerprints. This costs around $4, and it's literally not plastic nor it is glass. So this is the exact screen protector that's pasted on that phone, and you can see it's thicker than the usual plastic screen protector, but it's thinner than the glass that you have, and it's sought to be of fiber, like some sort of fiber, so it's gonna give you impact protection as it said on the plastic, which I'm not really sure, but you can see it is pretty flexible and it's not that thin. But for $4, I think this will do a good job in passing the fingerprint test. So let's get our hands dirty. So that's how I'm gonna do it, and then gonna apply some oil on it. And once I have that ready, I'm gonna put all over my phone. So now if you look at the back of the phone, you'll be able to see that the fingerprints are getting resistant somehow from the glass, because this has oleophobic coating, which means a coating that repels water, does not let them sit. So this is the glass, but let's see how this matte one does. So in the matte one, I smudged all over, and this is the result in front of you. Even after the smudges, you can see smudges at some angle, but not as horribly as the other two, plastic and a normal tempered glass. So, and the easiest way to clean would be a matte tempered glass or matte screen protector, whatever you want to call it, because even if you're using, your fingerprints are not just going to be staying on it, making it look a bit better than the other two. Now, I'm not saying it's completely finger resistant as of now, but yes, it's like resisting 60 to 70% of the fingerprints out, and you cannot see those things here, which passes my smudge test. Now for the next smudge test, I have my Redmi Note 10 Pro again, but this time on top of it, it's not a normal plastic screen protector, but this is a corner to corner glazed tempered glass, and this has an oleophobic coating on it. The reason why I can tell that is because if I'm spraying water, you can see it stays as droplets and it's not spreading. But I don't think that's gonna be the concern as of now, because right now we are gonna move to the smudge test. So I'm gonna make my fingers wet again. I'm gonna apply some oil on it, and once the oil has been applied, it's gonna mimic as sweaty fingers probably, and I'm gonna touch my phone all over the screen and give it a nice wrap so that it gets completely drenched in my fingerprints. And we are gonna see how much of it still stays on the screen and how much of it is getting resisted. So the fingerprints, you can see pretty much every fingerprint that I pasted on it. So basically if I dab it here, you'll be able to see the fingerprint here as well. So for the smudge test, this screen tempered from Glazed.inc also fails my test, because it's pretty much leaving all the fingerprints on top of this screen protector, which you can see pretty much clearly here. So for the next test, we have the scratch test, and in here I'm going to use this edge of the knife to draw some things on the screen guard, and we are going to see how much of it is resistant by these screen guards, and if like that's going to prove us what kind of durability or like scratch resistance does it provide, because on their packet they always say 9H or 7H, sometimes even 13H. So for the first, I have this Redmi Note 10 Pro, which has a normal screen protector on it, plastic one. I don't have any hopes with it, but maybe I will be surprised, you don't know. So let me make a A on it. Alright, I gave it a nice scratch, and I seriously hope that I wouldn't have damaged my screen. I do think I might have damaged the screen, but this is the screen protector. And now let's see if I was able to damage my phone screen or not. Oh, luckily screen's just as good as it was, but the screen protector did not survive the scratch test at all. All the scratches that I am making here is getting registered on the phone. So basically you can see all my drawings. So for the scratch test, this normal free screen protector fails. Now for the next device on scratch test, I have this Redmi Note 4, and I have a normal tempered glass on it, and with what you can see, it already has a lot of scratches. So I'm gonna make a drawing right in the center of it to show you how much it can resist the scratches made from the edge of this cutter. As you all can see, it's giving me the similar results as that of a normal plastic screen guard. and this is the result in front of you. Now this tempered glass, I specifically remember when I was applying it on the packet, it said 9H hardness and scratch resistant, that it's gonna resist all these scratches and it's not gonna get scratched. But we can see pretty much this tempered glass also fails my scratch test. Now for the next test, I have my Redmi K20 Pro, and on here on top I have pasted an additional layer of this tempered glass because I don't want my tempered glass, which is officially pasted, to get scratched. But the results are gonna be the same as that of the underneath one because they both are literally the same, and I pasted one on top of other. So for the scratch test, let me make an apple on top here. An apple, which I don't think I'm so good with drawing because I haven't really practiced. But yeah, you can see here is the apple. So with matte screen guards, thing is that it's gonna be resisting all of your fingerprints and all the smudges, but when it comes to scratches, it's the most prone to scratches because the surface is not even. So this was $4 that gives you a really nice experience when it comes to playing games or watching or like streaming media, and like your hands always gonna be sliding through them. But when it comes to scratch, they will get scratched no matter how careful you will use. And as far as the impact protection goes, I don't doubt that this will also fail to provide impact protection to your glass. Now the next candidate for the scratch test is Redmi Note 10 Pro, and this time on top it does not have the screen protector which is plastic, but it has the GlazedInc's corner to corner tempered glass. So this is on top here, and I'm gonna give it nice wank, and I thought that this would be the case. I'm literally rubbing it and I don't really am successful with creating as much marks as I was in the last time. Okay, so basically I did manage to scratch it in two different places, once here, once on top here. Holy moly. And with that you can see that I was only able to give one more scratch right here, that's very small, and couple of dents here. Yeah, these couple of dents, like 2 dents here in this side and one small dent here. But rather than that, like you can hear it rub the surface, but it's not doing anything much, like it's not causing that big of a damage on the screen, which I think is pretty good, because if you are keeping this phone now with this in your pocket, it's literally not gonna do anything because it's gonna rub lightly, not the amount of force that I am putting on it. It's not gonna be rubbed with that force. So your screen protector is gonna be scratchless for quite a long time. So right here I have the screen protector that I broke from Glazed, and I'm gonna keep it right here. It's scratched and you have seen how much scratched it is, but this right here is a level 1 sandpaper and this is level 3 sandpaper, so this is quite rough. This is not that rough. And then ultimately I have a nail that I'm gonna try and shove it on that screen protector. So let's go ahead and give this tempered glass a wank with the level 1 sandpaper and see how much damage it's gonna do. It does seems to have scratches on top, but nothing too deep. It's not too deep. And what do you expect with a sandpaper? Let's see how this level 3 is gonna do on the surface. Okay, I should not do it like that because I'm breaking it. You can see how rough this sandpaper is. If I put it on my skin, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bleed. I'm not gonna do that, but that is what it takes for your screen guard to get scratched if you're using a Glazed.inc tempered glass. So right now this is pretty much scratched, but I still would like to do one more test before I break this completely off and throw it away. Okay, that is doing its job, it's shattering. But if I put it like this on the floor and then wank it, Now if you see here, all those dots are from the glass that's shattered underneath, but the bottom layer is pretty much smooth. It's literally smooth as it could. Like basically, if this was your screen would be protected unless your screen hit the ground, if this was the case. So with that, I end today's video, but before I leave, I do have to say one more thing. If you want your phone to survive the impacts or drops, then screen protectors are not the way to go. All you have to look for is a good quality case that surrounds your phone from all corners, because this is exactly the thing that you want for your phone to survive the impacts or drops. No screen protector, doesn't matter how expensive it is, it's gonna help you as much as your case. I hope you learned something new with this video. If you did, don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends so that even they can learn something, and subscribe to the channel if you want to join the family. With that, I'll be seeing you next week with another video. Until then, take care.